Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brad. It's Wednesday, which means it's brand new comic book day, and new comics are hitting the shelves all across the world. You can get them digitally, you can get them physically, you can get them any way you want. It's new comic book day. And DC's hooked us up with one of their releases. This is Lucifer #1, the latest series to launch out of their Sandman universe. Now, for those who have watched my previous videos, I haven't been too impressed with the Sandman stuff so far, mostly because I've never read any Sandman comics. Very few of them, maybe one here and there. So Lucifer is interesting in that it's a spin-off character, obviously. He was in a DC series for a while. He obviously has the television series that was going on. I think it's got another season coming up. And, we all know Lucifer's story. This isn't like rocket science. So going into this, I had some familiarity with some stuff, but, not all that great. And generally, it's a decent read. I still think there's a lot I feel like I'm missing, but I don't know if that's just the first issue and setting up the mystery, or I really just don't know stuff because I haven't read all the previous stuff that has come out. So as a first issue, I'm kind of mixed on it, and it's mostly because I just don't know if I'm missing anything. If this is just the first issue that's fine, it's cool. We'll find out more as the series goes on. If this is referencing stuff that's happened before and I haven't read that, then, well, that sucks and it's not a good entry point. I don't know what the answer is because I haven't read the stuff, so catch-22. And so for the creative, it's written by Dan Waters, illustrated by Max Fiumara, Sebastian Fiumara, colors by Dave McCaig, letters by Steve Wands, and a cover by Jock. So basically, the story is that there is kind of dual stories. There's this detective whose wife is dying, and he kind of gets all these, really cryptic hints about stuff that sends him on a mission. And then Lucifer is captured and kind of hidden off somewhere. At least I think he is. I think that's going on. At least that's what the description said, but those things aren't always correct. So you've got these dual stories, and yeah, that's about what I got. The captive detective star is what I actually really enjoy. The Lucifer stuff seems kind of like a lot of the other Sandman stuff where I just feel like I need to do a lot of drugs to get a clue as to what's going on. The captive stuff is a lot more straightforward, very horror in that aspect. Wife's not doing well, kind of gives him hints, he sends him on a mission, all kinds of weirdness. That I would dig by itself. If that was just the series, big thumbs up. So even if, I don't need to read any of the stuff before, I'm a little mixed on it just because of that. Half of it's super enjoyable, and half of it I just confused. The art is good, though. I dig the art because it does horror without being horrific, if that makes sense. This is the art style that we're talking about. So you can see there's clear color palettes depending on where the story is taking place, and there's not over-the-top horror stuff. There's kind of hints here and there that you kind of pick up with visual cues, which I think is kind of cool, and it's never just falls into this that we're gonna have guts and whatever and arms and blood and gore for the hell of it. So I think the art does actually a really good job of playing up the themes and kind of genre without falling into those traps. So overall, I'm kind of mixed on it. I don't quite know what to recommend on this one. I clearly liked half of it, so I think it's maybe worth checking out, at least if you're at a comic shop. Flip through it and maybe check out previews if you can't get to a comic shop. And this is comic shops today. You can go get it and go support your comic shop as always. Comic shops are the backbone of the industry. So without them, things just won't go well. We do have a link underneath the video. You put in your zip code. It'll tell you if your shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We've got affiliate links. There are affiliate links. By doing that, you support our site. And speaking of support, I want to thank DC for hooking us up with the review copy. As always, we appreciate it. And we like to be transparent so you can decide how full of it I am. And thank you for watching. Now, if you're into comics, if you're into Vertigo, if you're into DC, Sandman stuff, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.